Hi, I'm Michele Weiner-Davis, and I'm going to talk to you about something that can forever change your relationship and your life. Do you and your partner have difficulty talking about anything of importance without it turning into an argument? Does it seem impossible to find solutions to the things you argue about, like sex, finances, in-laws, who does what around the house, the kids, and other subjects? Do you end up just sweeping things under the carpet and pretending things are okay when they're really not? Are there times where you actually are enjoying each other's company and then one of you says something and all of a sudden it spirals out of control into an argument? Do you believe that your spouse doesn't really have a clue about how you feel about things or who you are as a person, and for that matter, really doesn't care? Are there times when you're lying in bed feeling sad and lonely and wondering why you even married this person in the first place? Do you find yourself thinking that if it weren't for the kids, you would definitely be out of this marriage? Has sex been a battleground in your relationship, one of you longing for more touch and the other one is just not interested? Are you confused about how it's even possible that you were so compatible in the beginning and now you have a hard time finding anything that you have in common? Do you wonder, have you simply fallen out of love? Although creating a loving, lasting relationship may feel like a mystery to you, it isn't to me. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself so that you know why I'm qualified to even be talking to you. For the last 3 decades, I've been specializing in helping couples prevent divorce and fall back in love again. I'm the founder of the Divorce Busting Center in Boulder, Colorado. I'm the author of 8 books, including the best-selling Divorce Busting and the Sex-Starved Marriage. I've done a TEDx talk on the topic of the sex-starved marriage. I've been on countless television shows such as Oprah, 2020, 48 Hours, The Today Show, and Good Morning America. My work has been featured in most major newspapers and magazines. Couples from all over the world whose marriages are teetering on the brink of divorce fly to Boulder, Colorado to work with me intensively for 2 days. I know how to make relationships work. I am passionate about helping couples prevent divorce and have the best relationship possible. But I didn't always know a lot about how to make relationships work. You see, we're not born knowing how to have good relationships. We learn how to have good relationships by watching our adult caregivers, usually our parents. And if we were fortunate enough to see them have good communication skills, to be able to resolve their differences in constructive ways, to have fights and then make up, to be physically affectionate in our presence, then we had really good role models. But many of us weren't that fortunate. And I wasn't that lucky. You see, my parents ended their 23-year marriage when I was 16 years old, but I never saw them fight. So I thought that conflict just didn't happen in relationships. I never saw them have constructive conversations. I never saw them kiss and make up. As a matter of fact, I never saw them being affectionate to one another. There were no kisses, no hugs, no snuggling next to each other on the couch. My father was the family breadwinner and my mother was a stay-at-home mom. They had their roles and they embraced them wholeheartedly. But there was a deep level of affection that was missing. As a child, therefore, I missed the opportunity to learn these lessons of love and then take those lessons into my own marriage. My parents' divorce was the most painful experience of my life. It shattered my family, it turned my life upside down, it broke my heart, and my life was never the same. But their divorce made me incredibly determined to learn everything I could about what it takes to have healthy, loving, lasting love. I learned how healthy couples keep passion alive, how they have constructive conversations, how they share interests over a lifetime, how they remain best friends through marriage's inevitable ups and downs. And I brought all of these lessons into my own marriage with my husband Jim, to whom I've been married for almost 40 years. I've also brought these lessons into my work with couples and my writing and my seminars for couples who have 911 marriages, or even couples who want to put the spark back into their marriages. And speaking about seminars, I'd like to tell you about a couples seminar that I developed and have been teaching for years. It's called the Marriage Breakthrough Seminar. And why did I create this seminar? Well, when couples in my practice came to me when they were ready to throw in the towel or call it quits, they really believed that it was because they were mismatched. I didn't agree. I think that when people reach impasses in their relationships, most of the time it's due to the fact that they simply don't have the relationship skills necessary for solving problems. They never learned it. I wholeheartedly agree with Maya Angelou, who once said that people do the best they can with the tools they have. If they knew better, they would do better. And that's why I've made it a mission of mine to teach couples the skills they need to stop arguing and start loving again. And that's what the Marriage Breakthrough Seminar is all about. You see, I've distilled down into several simple principles the work that I do with couples. And these are principles that people can learn in a very short period of time and apply it to the difficult problems they've been having. They can make their marriages stronger and they can prevent divorce. I have taught this method to thousands of people over the years that I've been teaching the seminar. So who are these people who attend the seminar? Well, first of all, sometimes people come when their marriages are on solid ground. They just want to feel closer and more connected to each other, the way they did earlier in their marriage. And then there are others who have fairly serious problems, but they know they want to work it out. Still others come when they have even more serious problems, and one of them is seriously contemplating getting a divorce. In fact, they don't even really want to be at the seminar. They show up because their arm has been twisted. And finally, there's some people who come when their spouses won't go with them. Their spouses feel fairly convinced the marriage is over. I am so glad that the other partner is willing to come to the seminar, because as you're about to find out when you watch the seminar, I have designed the program so that it is effective even if only one person is motivated to work the principles. You will find out how, when it comes to relationship change, it only takes one to tango. And here's the great news. Now you don't even need to get on a plane or even get out of your PJs to watch this seminar. We have recorded it, and you can watch or listen to it in the privacy of your own home. In fact, I've even included updated information that illustrates my latest thinking on how couples can make their marriages work. So if you and a loved one have been feeling hurt or lonely and disappointed in your relationship, don't wait another minute. Watch the Marriage Breakthrough Seminar. Learn the skills that you need to find solutions to the frustrating and long-standing problems in your relationship. Experience a marriage breakthrough.